Hey, how's it going, guys? This is Tom from the UDS with another edition of UDS Interviews, our series where we chat to interesting people from around the world. Now, my guest this week is a band who have already toured some of the biggest and most impressive venues in the world. And it's a good job too, as their sound is custom made to be yelled back by tens of thousands of fans. Here to talk all about their brand new album, it is my pleasure to introduce Jonathan and Theo from arguably the most handsomest band performing today, Ego Kill Talent.
Oh, here we go again. You were always trying to make me feel like I'm the guilty one and you were the same. Always the same shape, always the same game. You validate my feelings and you were always trying to shut my voice. Your maniac self is saying it's incredible how fast you can distort anything I say. It's just something that fits your egocentric speech.
Oh, yeah. Thank you.
Thank
you, man, for having us.
I speak no lie. How are you guys doing in these weird times that we live in?
Yeah, man, we are hanging in there. Brazil is in partial lockdown right now. So, yeah, we've been keeping ourselves healthy and, and taking care.
That's it. I mean, that's all you can do. We're in basically a full lockdown, at least for the next few months here in the UK as well. So wow. It's just finding things to keep yourself entertained because there's a lot of long days at home, and it's very strange. It's very strange.
It is weird.
Watching a lot of series.
We'll get into that in just a bit. Don't you worry. We'll definitely talk about that. But obviously, a lot of people that would have clicked on this video will have probably heard of you guys as a band before. But I want to get to know the real you. And to do that, I have to ask the hard-hitting questions. And that is, if each of you yourselves was a type of sandwich, what kind of sandwich would you say best represents you as a person?
Wow, that's a tough one. I'm probably a cheeseburger. I love cheeseburger, and I'm tasty. Yeah. And I don't know. I just love cheeseburgers.
I mean, I can't say fairer than that. What about you, Jonathan?
I would be like a barbecue inside in the middle of the breads, a big barbecue, a juicy one with a good cheese and some bacon. Yeah.
I mean,
it's a weird one. It's a weird combination, but
You sound like you got the works. That's a fully loaded sandwich that you are. So yeah. I mean, I can dig it.
Tastes good.
You both sound delicious. I'm not going to lie. You both sound delicious, as does your music, which we should probably talk about, as much as I love talking about sandwiches. And that is your new album, The Dance Between Extremes, is out in just a few short days, dropping March 19th, if I've remembered correctly.
Yes.
So this is a record that the release schedule of it is a bit more unusual than what people might expect. Could you tell us a little bit about that?
Yes. Well, we decided to slice the album in 3 parts, mainly because of COVID. In the beginning, the idea was to release it all at once because we had a very big world tour schedule. We were supposed to tour with Metallica, Greta Van Fleet, and also we would do a tour with System of a Down. We would do some shows with the Foo Fighters, Faith No More. We had a lot of festivals confirmed in Europe and the US, but then COVID came and everything, got pushed. So when that happened, we thought that, the best way to promote a rock album is touring. I mean, a rock band needs to tour to promote the album. And when we realized that we wouldn't be able to tour, we thought, okay, maybe we should, regroup and replan how we're going to release this album. Because if we just release all at once, then that's it for the whole pandemic's, time. There's only one album release and that's it. So we decided to slice it in part 1, 2, and 3. And now what we did is we released the part 1, and then part 2 becomes 1 plus 2, and then part 3 becomes the whole thing. So once we release the part 3 in March 19th, that will become the full album. That will be the full album.
Very cool, very cool. And so, how have you found the reception to this broken up style of the album? Is it something that you would maybe try in future releases, even beyond sort of COVID times, or do you think you would prefer to have a full album release?
Well, look, we did that before with the first album, but
Okay.
it was kind of by chance. We the reason is because we first recorded an EP, and that, then that became an album. So we end up releasing EPs as well that became a full album. Uh, but for different reasons. It's just because that was how it happened. Um, I think it was it was a good strategy, especially because of the DSPs, Spotify, Deezer, Apple Music, for those kind of how to say, digital distributors. It's good to have many releases instead of just one. We are very old school in the sense that we love a full album. I mean, we feel like, now March 19th, finally the beast is alive, the full album. But I think the new dynamic with with this new way of listening to music on streaming, we're probably going to do something similar to it again, because that's the new way of music consumption and releasing.
Definitely. And I mean, I have to say, you've saved the best for last, because my personal favorite song on the album is Starving Drones. And so, yeah, I've been lucky enough to, have a sneak preview, and, yeah,
Awesome.
fans are in
Awesome.
for the best, I think, at least my
Awesome.
personal favorite.
I'm glad to hear that.
But I obviously, as I said at the start, you're a band that thrives in the live environment. You've played in front of tens, if not hundreds of thousands of fans at shows before. So what is the situation for you at the moment, both sort of nationally and as a band? Have you got shows that are scheduled for the rest of this year, or is it still like very much up in the air and uncertain?
Yeah, well, I mean, for the first part, yes, we love playing live. We miss playing live. We perceive ourselves as a live performance band. We think that's the best way we present our music. It's not looking like we will do any show before the end of the year. I mean, who knows? Everything might change. Maybe vaccination happens faster, and we end up playing live somewhere. But we are booking a world tour for 2022 right now.
Nice.
So, and we are definitely playing the UK.
That was going to be my next question, because
Yeah.
I haven't been lucky enough to see you guys live yet, so I definitely need to scratch that off the list. So yeah, if you could do a London day, just because that's my local one, I mean, that would be pretty cool. But not to say that I'm going to book your tour for you.
No, well, I'm pretty sure we will play London. I'm not sure where and with whom, or just the club. I don't know, but we are playing something.
Very cool, very cool. Well, the drinks are on me if you make it down to London, that's for
Awesome.
sure. But obviously, as I was saying, with series, a lot of people have been consuming a lot more media in lockdown, whether it be, movies, video games, TV series, everything like that. And here at UDS, we talk about the breadth of pop culture. We talk music, video games, movies, TV, books, anything we find interesting, we tend to talk about it. So with that in mind, if you could have one of your songs featured in anything, whether it be a movie or a TV show or anything at all, what would be your number one dream thing to have one of your songs featured in?
Oh, I would love to have in a Marvel movie.
That would be awesome.
That would be
awesome.
sick. That would be sick. I mean, I'm trying to think. Would you want it to be one of sort of the real sort of action moments where there's like this fight and one of your more sort of up tempo songs, or would you want it to be one of the more sort of emotional scenes where it's something a little bit slower? What would be best for you?
Depend on the song, right?
Yeah, of course,
If it's the Starving Drones, then it's definitely like battle scene. It's like getting ready for battle.
100%. Yeah, I mean, I can see it. And I think at the exposure as well, everyone sees a Marvel film. So if you're on one of the soundtracks there, everyone's going to hear your stuff. So 2 for 1.
Yeah, totally.
But obviously, as I say, touring in 2021, it's all very much up in the air at the moment. No one can really predict what's going on. But after the album release, what is sort of your plans as best as you can for the rest of the year?
Well, we are. I mean, we had some plans that we had to put on hold just for the next weeks because the numbers went up here in Brazil, so it's partial lockdown. But we are definitely doing some kind of live stream, we might just record some live performance, live set like we did last year, and release it, or we're gonna do a live stream. One. We are definitely doing something because we want to have the band performing the new album live in 2021, even though if we are locked to do it, But we are definitely doing this. We've been talking about other ideas, of stuff that we could do, and we are already writing new music. So
Oh wow.
I think we have our eyes very much. I mean, it's so hard because we even did a little bit of writing music from distance, like because we don't live all in the same state. So we did that a little bit, but it feels like we need to be at least some of us together, because it's kind of it's chemistry, It's so hopefully as vaccinations, start increasing, the vaccination numbers starts increasing in Brazil, we'll be able to be meeting again and writing more music, because we already have our eyes on the next album. We want to have some material, some new
Very
material.
exciting. Very exciting. So so that is basically the sort of the music centric questions that I have for you. But we have one final traditional question, which we always end with, and that is, we are UDS, which stands for Upside Down Shark. And don't ask me why we're called Upside Down Shark. We don't have a cool story like your band name. It is very much just a stupid thing that we thought up many years ago, and we're in too deep to change it now. But be that as it may, guys, what are your favorite sharks? And they can be real, they can be fictional, so it could be a shark from a movie or a shark from nature. But what would you say your favorite shark is?
Favorite shark? Do you want to go ahead?
I don't know, maybe the white one,
the great white shark.
Yeah, or maybe that one. There's a tiger, right?
Yeah, tiger shark.
Yeah, but the white shark, it's a beast,
Yeah, I mean they're the kid, like the lion is king of the jungle, the great white shark is the king of the sea. So yeah, you can't get bigger than that. What about you, Theo?
I'm hang on, because I want to say the right name. I'm googling it. What's I can't find the name. But what is the name of that huge shark from? It's dead. It's from the dinosaurs time.
Megalodon.
Megalodon. Yeah.
That's it. I mean,
it's awesome.
That is a shark on steroids. That's no joke. Yeah, great choices. Well, the last real question I have to ask you guys is, obviously no one can see you live at the moment, so until that happens, where can people find you online?
On YouTube, we have a lot of great stuff that we did in 2020, despite the fact we were in lockdown. But once we decided to test for COVID, and when we had a green light to perform, to gather up, we recorded a bunch of shows that we call live on the flat screen. So we have these shows on YouTube already, and also we did a drive-in concert in a big stadium in São Paulo. Yeah,
amazing.
Which was really good, really cool, but at the same time it was like weird, because we were playing in front of the cars.
I can imagine.
And they were honking and stuff, Yeah,
crazy.
But it was really awesome because we had Let the Birds Sing. All right. But we have a great moment. It was really cool to be on stage again. We played with a ramp in front of the stage with Bob Burnquist, the skater. He was performing there with a lot of BMX's athletes and other skaters. It was really awesome. All this on YouTube, on our channel. Yeah.
It's called Live at the Drive-In. So if you put Eagle Q10 Live at the Drive-In, you're going to find it there.
Well, that is my evening sorted, because skateboarding, good tunes, what more could you ask for? What more could you ask for? But guys, thank you so much for your time today. It's been an absolute pleasure chatting to you, and just to let you know, all of the links to everything you need to know are in the description below, and hopefully we can do this in person if you ever make it over to the UK.
Yeah, we're looking forward.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you, Tom.
Thank you, Tom.
So